Hi everyone, my name is Precious and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new to my channel, please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe and share. And don't forget to turn on post notifications so that you won't miss any video that I'm going to be posting. So today we are going to talk about how Corona affected foreign students in China. And I'm going to have some few guests with me. They are going to talk about how Corona affected their day-to-day activities as foreign students. So let's hear them out.
Hello, my name is Charles Msafiri. I'm from Tanzania. I'm living in China.
So I'm going to be asking questions and Charles is going to be replying to the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, so my first question is, how did Corona affect your studies?
Well, in studies, it didn't affect me much. Well, from my major, there are certain courses that I wasn't able to attend since most of my classes were practicals. My major is actually pharmaceutical engineering, so most of my classes that I was doing by then were practicals. And since when COVID began, we had to study online. Yes, so I wasn't able to do the practicals. I had to postpone my classes. Yeah.
Okay, and your life in general, how did Corona affect you?
Well, COVID had some impact in my life in China as a foreign student. Yeah, well, there are certain things that we couldn't do because of COVID. Yeah, we used to go into Sunday services, Sunday mass, but because of COVID, we weren't able to keep on going to church. All the churches were closed. Social distancing, the lockdown, we were locked in for almost more than 6 months, if I'm not mistaken. We didn't move freely around the city. We just staying indoors throughout the period. Yeah, that's all.
So, and what's your views about wearing masks all the time? And are you comfortable, or how do you feel when you wear a mask all the time? Let's say when you go out, like now it's a rule.
Yeah.
Like most places, you cannot enter without wearing a mask.
Well, my personal experience with wearing a mask is that sometimes I don't feel very comfortable since there are times when I wear a mask, I just feel like I get shortness of breath, and I can do actually many physical activities while wearing a mask. Yeah, that's all.
Kwa majina naitwa Stenold Steven Kaizirege au unaweza kuniita Rastaman. Nipo China kimasomo, nasomea uhandisi wa madawa. Hivi karibuni tumekumbwa na janga la corona duniani kote, China ikiwa kama ndo nchi ya kwanza kuathiriwa na kirusi cha corona. Naenda kuelezea athari ambazo tuliziface sisi kama wanafunzi na raia, baadhi ya raia ambao tulikuwa lockdown kama ifuatavyo.
Tumekaa lockdown takriban ni miezi 6 na kuendelea. Wewe ilikuwa affect vipi kama mwanafunzi katika shughuli zako za kila siku?
Kwanza kabisa, online studies au masomo ya mitandaoni. Masomo ya mitandaoni imeniathiri kwa sababu mimi ni mwanafunzi wa sayansi, nasomea uhandisi wa madawa. Kuna baadhi ya masomo inanibidi mimi niende laboratory, niende kufanya majaribio au experiments kwa lugha ya kigeni tunataka tukasema hivyo. Kuna baadhi ya masomo inabidi nimuone mwalimu anifundishe jinsi ya kufanya 1 2 3. Umeona? Pili, masomo mitandaoni iliniathiri kwa sababu hapo awali kabla ya janga la corona tulikuwa tunaweza tukakutana kama wanafunzi, tunajadili 1 2 3, kama mtu ana tatizo tunaenda yani group discussion, kitu kama hicho naweza nikasema. Kwa hiyo corona ilivyokuja au tulivyowekwa ndani, hatukuruhusiwa kukutana. Kwa hiyo hatukuweza kufanya group discussion baina yetu sisi wanafunzi au na wanafunzi wa vyuo vingine au wa nchi mbalimbali pia. Unajua watu tunauelewa tofauti. Kwa hiyo corona iliweza kutuzuia kufanya group discussion.
Pia ni mwanariadha. Je, toka umewekwa lockdown imekuwa affect vipi katika michezo ya kila siku ambayo ulikuwa unafanya?
Well, mimi kama mwana sport au mwanariadha nacheza mpira mara kwa mara. Kwa hiyo nahitaji kufanya mazoezi. Kwa upande wa mazoezi kusema kweli haikuniathiri kwa sababu nilikuwa nafanya mazoezi ndani ya shule. Kuna kiwanja, kuna vifaa vya kufanya mazoezi. Lakini kama mwana michezo nina timu mbalimbali nilizokuwa nachezea. Kwa hiyo iliniwia vigumu mimi kwenda kuzichezea hizo timu kwa sababu zilikuwa zinaniingizia kipato kwa namna moja ama nyingine. Unaona? Mimi pia kujipima na wenzangu walioko mbali na mimi. Unaona? Kwa hiyo naweza nikasema lockdown ilivyokuja hatukuweza kuruhusiwa kwenda nje. Nilishia kucheza tu ndani na marafiki zangu basi. Naweza nikasema hivyo.
Janga la corona lilipotokea, tuliona wanafunzi wengi sana walirudi majumbani na wengi walikuwa wana grab ile opportunity kitokea tiketi imepatikana wanaenda nyumbani. Kwa nini ulibaki nchini China?
Sikuweza kurudi nyumbani kwa sababu niliogopa kwanza. Njiani huko naweza nikapata maambukizi nikasambaza kwa watu wengine. Kwa hiyo nilitulia. Uzuri kabisa mamangu aliniasa hicho kitu. Akaniambia, mwanangu, bora tu ubaki kwa sababu njiani unaweza kupata maambukizi huko. Sababu ya pili, nilikuwa nimebakisha muda mchache wa kuhitimu. Kwa hiyo nilikuwa na shauku ya kuhitimu na wenzangu kwa pamoja kama familia yangu. Tumeishi wote kwa muda mrefu. Kwa hiyo sikupenda kugraduate online. Yeah.
Hello everyone, my name is Irene Crispin and you can call me Rin or Prudenciana, and I'm currently in China as a student studying bachelor degree in oil and gas storage and transportation engineering. I'm in my 3rd year, going to 4th, so it's a period of 4 years. And I'm here to talk about how Corona affected us, or me, in a negative and positive way. So for me, it really didn't affect me that much, or I can say I have a lot of positive points than negative points, because I feel like everything was just normal, like me that much. But then let me start with negative points, though I think I have 2 or 3 of them. So first, it really affected us during the outbreak, since we had to go under lockdown for almost 6 to 8 months. And it was really hard for my friends who were living inside the school, like who were in campus, rather than us who were off campus. We were able to move, going out, though most of the places were closed. So even if you go out, there's nothing, like there's no way that you can go. You just have to walk and then go to your place. And for my friends that were in campus, that was really hard, because from morning to evening, just them with their rooms, nowhere, like they couldn't move, going to shopping, going to different places, having fun. Like there was nothing like that. It was just waking up in the morning, eating, sleeping, waking up, eating, sleeping. So it was really bad. Like it affected people in a very negative way concerning the lockdown. Like, yeah, people are really affected by it. I can say mentally, physically, and all other aspects. The second point is for my friends that traveled back home for holidays. Most of them went back home knowing that they're going for holidays, like a period of 1 month, and then coming back to continue their studies. Then COVID came, and yeah, China stopped all the international flights from coming in or going out, and until today no one came back. So that is really bad, and I do miss my friends, some of my friends that are back home. I even think that I might graduate like alone. For example, in my course it's only 2 of us. I can see that affected me because I do miss some of my friends that are back home. And the third is using masks. I'm not saying that we've never used masks before. We did. There are some points that you'll be going out and it's really dusty, so you can't just go. You have to use masks to cover yourself, to protect yourself from either getting flu or other diseases. But when it comes to corona, it's really hard. For the first 3 weeks it was, I thought like, it's normal, and you trying to use masks, like say like we'll cope with it. But as we know, too much of anything is harmful, so it suffocates. Using a mask from morning to evening, bro, it's not easy. And Chinese are really strict. Like, at least now I can say it's just, for now it's like it's your decision to use it or not, because most of the places are back to normal. People can go anywhere without masks, so it's just it's your decision. But 3 or 4 months ago it was really, really hard using mask every time from morning to evening. So far those are my negative effects or points. And in a positive way, mind you, I'm not saying this because it's not like I'm happy that it happened and people went back home, and I'm not, but I'm just saying what I see, how I feel, like how it affected me in a positive way. So when it comes to positive way, since a lot of students went back home, I can see there are more opportunities right now. For example, for students who are, I'm not saying that they were like, we didn't have opportunities back then. No, we did. But right now, for example, for someone who's going to graduate and wants to apply for masters, there's a lot in students who are currently in China, so it's easier for them to get admitted to a certain university. One main reason might be because you're in China, so it's easier for them to do all the process and get into that university and continue with their studies. So I can say that is one of a positive way to many of us. In this, it's a funny point, because by that time when the lockdown started, we had this it's like a peer pressure of people going back home, and for us who chose like, I'm not going anywhere, I'll stay here no matter what happens. So by that time, the friends that went back home, like, hey, just come back, like, you're going to die there, this thing is serious, so just come back. And we were like, nah, we're not coming back, let's just stay here, let's see what's gonna happen. And that's like, it's like we gave up and we're just hoping things get better, and of which it did. And we're not regretting staying here, because we're just thinking, if it was me that went back home right now, I'll be there stuck, like waiting. Like, my friends now will be texting, hey, do you have any news about us coming back? And it's really sad seeing those text messages. But to me, sometimes it's sad seeing the texts, people asking you when are they going to come back. And at the same time, I'm happy that I stayed, because I'm here studying, doing my daily life as I used to do, and I'm happy that I didn't go home. Since China stopped the flights coming in and going out of China, so they didn't, like, by that time it was really hard for them getting, like, we all know how corona affected the world, so it was really hard for them doing their business, like ordering things in China. So for the students that were here and those students that do this business of ordering things from China and sending them back home, they somehow got lucky because they had to use them to get what they needed, to get what they used to come here and buy. Since they can't come here, they have to use these students to buy the goods that they used to buy. They used to come and buy by themselves. So since there are no longer flights coming to China, they had to use the students, and people got busy doing people made money by doing that. So yeah, somehow that's a positive effect, though it's a negative to the ones who are out of China, but it's positive to us. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.
My name is Kefan. Okay, I'm going to explain how Corona has affected me in my daily life since it started. Okay, kwa namna moja au nyingine, Corona imeniaffect sana. Swala la lockdown, quarantine ilianza, watu kukaa sana ndani, kufungiwa, vitu kama hivyo, ukishazoea maisha is free going out, alafu mwisho siku unajikuta sio kutoka, hamna mizunguko hivyo. Kwa hiyo kajikuta imeniaffect sana. Kitu nyingine naweza nikasema mabadiliko yaliokuja kutokea ni kwamba tunajikuta tunaanza tunasoma online. Hiyo kwa upande mwingine naweza kusema ilikuwa safi because we are not missing classes. Tofauti na day routine kwamba tunatakiwa kusoma, kwenda class nini, mtu unapata uvivu, but studying online it became easy. Kwa mtu unajikuta you're free, you can't miss a class yani hivyo. Yeah. Another issue for us who are doing business, it became hard, vitu vilikuja kwa vigumu kwa sababu as you know Corona affected worldwide. Kwa hiyo kwa upande mwingine even back home watu kiuchumi hali ilikuwa mbaya sana. So unaweza kuwa unatuma mzigo unakaa, lakini inakuwa ngumu kuisha kwa sababu people have nothing, people do not have money. So issue kama hiyo. So for me hiyo naweza nikasema ndo how Corona imeniaffect sana kwa upande wangu.